the wide receivers in the NFL would score a touchdown, they do the motorcycle thing, And as a guy who used to ride a motorcycle, I can tell you there's not a throttle on both sides. It's the right side.
This is so
left
my wheelhouse.
Side, left is the clutch.
I enjoy
if you
that.
want to do the clutch and the throttle, do it. You can't.
You're not clutching.
You would be, if you manufactured a motorcycle with 2 throttles, you would be sued out of existence. And someone's got to get hold of those young men and explain to them that this is not an accurate depiction
Wow, dude.
How to handle your finances.
That's him shaking out a towel at the beach. But dude, I'll tell you, maybe that's what they're doing.
They're about to lay down.
Friends that laugh, we're friends that shout. Sometimes we don't know what we're talking about, but that won't stop us. Nothing can stop us. Ooh, yeah. 'Cause I can show you use the love. Just rebrand it enough. It's stronger, better, bigger power, 'cause it is the golden hour. It's the golden hour.
It's in Pebble Beach. It's at Laguna Seca. It's the only good. It's really my only vacation a year when it's car week in Laguna Seca once a year.
Yeah, you work. You stay working, man.
I don't mind it. It's all fine with me.
Working?
Yeah, I used to have such horrible jobs that like
now you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah, 100%.
I was in I tell this story sometimes. The one of the most fascinating things I've heard is when you were on the plane. You were behind me we were going to JFL one year, and you were talking with people, and you never stopped. And I was like, this dude is. I had already known you. I had already known you. We were buddies, but I was like, he's unbelievable how he does this. I was like, how do you do that? And I would think, how do I do that? You know what I mean? And then when the podcast started happening, I'm like, I got to do that. So I always would look at that. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, and because it was all interesting too. It wasn't just like some idiot talking. Like he has points. Yeah. I'm like, you already thought about all this.
So
stuff?
there's no point of view on the plane where you were like, this fucking.
Well,
guy.
no, I was like, no, but I did think what would happen if I was sitting next to him? I would have to say more stuff too, and like. Yeah.
Hey, well,
I'm still young in the game.
Welcome to the podcast, the wonderful Adam Carolla.
Yeah. The best.
Thanks.
Yeah, the best. So yeah, but that was always like I remember that like a formative time in my career. I'm like, I got to get like that.
Are we doing a podcast?
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Yeah.
We started.
Very casual.
We just
Yeah,
kind of
yours is fancy in comparison.
There used to be official starts and ends.
No,
things.
we like go right into it, baby.
Maybe even life is not really going to have an official ending anymore because if you think about it, the official start could be artificial insemination and a donor womb and stuff like that. So you're not a fit, and then we go C-section or you're born in a bathtub at home. Like maybe there's no official start, and maybe the end with AI
we'll be able
and
to
all the generated imagery of
just move our brains
and all the
into something else.
voices.
Yeah.
And I mean, well, we may be dead, but are we
Not
really
to other
dead?
people, right.
Not to other people.
We already have a footprint. You know how many Instagram videos I posted?
Yeah.
Everybody was going to be able to see it. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, dude, I got 2 young kids and 500 episodes of my podcast. And I'm like, they could just look at that. Like when my dad goes, I don't know. I got to look at old grainy ass pictures.
Right.
I know.
He's in a sailor outfit. He's
Yeah, for
7.
some reason.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even find pictures of myself when I'm a kid. I got to go to some closet, and it looks like Bigfoot pictures where you go, that's him behind a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know everything is documented now, which is crazy. But when it's not documented, you get frustrated because we're so used to it. Like somebody gets stabbed or shot, and you're like, "Where's the footage?" And there's like, it was in the mountains. It's like, I want footage.
Yeah,
Right?
They got drones.
They got drones
It
and
didn't
ring
happen.
doorbells
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to ask you something. I saw a video of you, like you've went out to where the fires were.
Yeah.
And all that.
I like that.
Like I feel like I'm out of sight, out of mind. I think a lot of people are like that, and we forget how terrible it was. But you were out there on the front lines, just going, like, looking at everything. What's the state of it now? And do we have a person to blame? And what's the future of that area?
Well, we should blame Ellen. Just because.
Why not?
Why not?
She's got a lot of stuff.
She's got a lot of stuff
She
to
could
get
take
through.
it.
She's got all the money she needs. She can get a little blame. So I blame Ellen for the fires. That's number one. Number two, so I can't speak to what's going on in Altadena. I can speak as an expert as to what's going on in the Palisades and to what's going on in Malibu. Malibu has essentially zero rebuilding. There's one structure and another one they're getting started, but ostensibly Malibu has zero because that's under the heading of the Coastal Commission, and Palisades are creeping along, not at a breakneck speed, but there's work, there's framing, there's houses in like different stages of build. A lot of them are being wrapped and stuccoed, like when the windows start going in and the stucco starts going on and the roof goes on and they get kind of buttoned up, closed up. There's a few of those. So Palisades is moving along slowly but surely, and Malibu's not moving at all.
Now, it's been over a year, right?
Yeah, it's been over a year and a half.
So Malibu, nothing.
No, because they got to deal with the Coastal Commission, and the Coastal Commission is very difficult. And also, the weird subject that no one really knows about is everything on the coast in Malibu, they're all on septic. So they don't have a sewer system to the city that they're attached to. They're all on septic. So if you're in a rural part or an unincorporated part or whatever, you're not hooked into the city sewer system. You're on a septic system. And the septic system on all those homes needs to be completely redone. And the former septic system was done in like 1952.
Got it.
And now we have to bring it up to code. And the code is seawalls and all sorts of crazy safety stuff. And, basically here's how California works. If you want to rebuild Malibu, then you got to do a $1 million upgrade on your septic system so none of your septic leaks into the ocean. But Tijuana's got a river that just flows shit right into San Diego, 2 billion gallons a day, and everyone just goes, what are you going to do?
Just route it to San Diego then.
Yeah, we should route it to San Diego.
So, but that's the thing. So, but even if they do pay that $1 million upgrade, it still takes too long for that. It still takes this long. Well, I don't get, because the people who have these houses definitely have $1 million.
They have money.
Dollars,
they have money, but they can't expedite the system, which is tons of engineering and tons of permits and tons of red tape, and
that's all because the city wants money.
I mean, they want money, and they want liability. They want liability, and so everything has to be built sort of like tons of concrete, tons of rebar, tons of foundation, tons of seawall. Like just the guy told me one site that I'd been visiting. The guy said there's 3,000 yards of concrete in the foundation. So 3,000 yards. Now, all right, let me put that in layman's terms. That is, each concrete truck holds 10 yards. So that would be 300 concrete trucks before any wood arrives for framing. That's just the base. That's just the foundation, which is way over engineered, but that's what they require. So if you're picturing building a house, like, the building we're in right now, we're sitting on a 4 or 5 inch slab with a little footing going around it. This entire building has 25, 30 yards of concrete. This thing has 3,000 yards of concrete, and that's before they start the first floor.
And maybe also that people aren't as rich as we think they are. Because maybe, maybe you bought this house 30 years ago and they bought it for $750,000, and now 30 years later it's worth $10 million. Also, but it doesn't mean they have.
And then also, if you have if it's your third house or whatever, you got all those other mortgages, and it's like, I'm going to pay $1 million for this shit now. I don't know.
Yeah, but who buys it up? Are they going to sell?
Well,
is it worth selling the property?
Well, if you buy the land, first $2 or $3 million is going into the foundation, into the seawalls, into the septic tanks. So it's like you got to know all of that is built in. But the way rich guys, developers get richer is you go, this lot on PCH they buy it for $5 million. And by the way, it's only 40 feet wide and like 80 feet long. It's a very small
insane.
lot. But anyway, they buy it for $5 million. They build a house on it, foundation all in or whatever, for $6 million. Now they're into it for $11 million, and they sell it for $14.5 million. So they made themselves $3.5 million in 18 months. So that's how speculators.
Man, I was just looking at this video that was showing how Venice was built back when Venice was built, not Venice, California, Venice, Italy.
Yeah,
and they just stuck fucking wood pokes
pylons,
and it's still there. I'm like, dude.
What's been sinking for 50 years?
What do they do for septic? I know, but like, when's that sliding off into the fucking ocean?
I know, but even when I was a kid, they were like, Venice is sinking. They used to say that all the time.
It's insane.
Well, they just pounded pylons into the ground. Well, that's how every one of those houses that burnt down was just built on telephone poles that were just smashed down in the ground.
Dude, yeah. This is the thing that I don't like. This, like, when I watched this Venice video, I don't know what this was, but what. It's so hard for me to believe that people decided to do this, figured out it would work, and then implemented it.
Yes.
And this was many, many, many years ago without fucking big machines and all this. So it's like, this is the kind of stuff that makes me sometimes believe in simulation. Because I'm like, you're telling me all this shit happened. All this shit happened. I know how lazy everybody is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They didn't even invent Mexicans yet. How you gonna pull this shit off?
I'm pretty sure Mexicans came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's a great. I want to see that video. The year Mexicans were invented.
But I can't even like forget cell phones bouncing back and the TV waves, and we're able to turn on a TV and pick a channel. I don't even believe this shit.
Yeah.
And this is something physical you can see someone do.
It's, the Hoover Dam was built in 1931 in 5 years. And if you go look at the Hoover Dam, you got to picture what the Hoover Dam was before there was anything there.
Yeah.
Just cliffs, a valley, and a huge river.
Yeah.
Just water flowing.
And somebody went, all right, let's get going. Roll your sleeves up.
I mean, I get that a lot of the people back then had a lot less to do. So it's not like people were like, but I'm having so much fun on my Instagram.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, yeah, you want to build a fucking thing? Sure, I guess. I'm not doing anything else.
No air
I'm usually just waiting for the sun to rise, So.
But even the point of why they built the dam in the first place, there had to be like something was happening where they were like, well, we need to, so we can have, more land, more viable land right here. Yeah.
Priorities, yeah.
Yeah, I was reading about the Hoover Dam, and it's weird. They discriminated. They let black people work on it, but they didn't let them stay in the camp that they built. They had to stay in another camp, but
welcome to my world.
They did not. But here's the better part: Asians, they said, "Nah, you're not even working here."
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if you want anybody to build,
they would have been good.
A wall.
It wouldn't have fallen.
Yeah. You get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they figure it out.
Yeah, they know how to do it.
No, not like that.
We're not really fond of the blacks, but Asians, not
at
all.
We don't even trust the way they build stuff.
Yeah, so they barred Asians from working on the Hoover Dam.
Oh wow!
Which is
crazy. That's you people.
Yeah, that's us.
I think that's us. I was directly
we're
involved with
also
that.
the people who build the dams. So,
yeah.
We got to get credit for that.
But imagine the outrage today on that, huh?
Oh.
They just go like, by the way, no Asians are fixing the turnpike.
It would just be DEI. Fat, trans women.
We need more lesbians.
just
how are we going to build this road?
Well,
we don't have any lesbians.
They didn't have any Jews building it either because they're all just in upper management. So
right.
They're not getting out there and toiling.
Well, somebody's got to work on the finances.
Yeah, true.
You do what you do best.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one for you. I'm obsessed with these Instagram accounts where someone's like, "Hi, I just bought a $150,000 lot and I want to build a house." And then the whole Instagram account is them. Like this girl, she started. This is one of those.
This is gonna be AI. Eric doesn't even know it's AI.
No.
No.
This is like
Eric can't tell what AI is. By the way,
it's the what are those things called? Those container. It's a container.
Yeah.
So she got it. It's like she's building it for under 100,000. Now I'm just following her account, and you can see like you're a builder guy. Do you follow these kinds of things?
I mean, I'm not. I do a lot of it. And I know a lot of it, so like maybe maybe I'm like a guy who works at a pastry shop who's not in the mood for pastries when I get home. You know, because
yeah.
Would you be too
That's
critical?
how I am with comedy specials.
I know, but me too. Would you be too critical? Would you be watching this and being like, she's not using the right 2x4 with the thing, and there's no joist with the other thing? Are you like that?
Well, I would say Joyce Hanger, but I wouldn't say thing. But I know what you're saying.
And there he is.
I would be
And there
specific.
he is.
I would say either Tico Clip or Joyce Hanger, also known as an A35, if you're going to order it from Simpson. But anyway.
Well, he knows about pastries. You just made the
Oh,
pastry.
yeah, but I wouldn't dare try
Here
to
we go.
school you up about
That's not a
pastry.
croissant.
Well, my sister actually built one of these container houses. It kind of was a fad. It's kind of more trouble than it's worth, but I don't
Feels
know.
like that makes sense. What is
let's
this?
see her.
Well, if you start in
building
the
a
beginning.
container home and see what she says.
So she made this?
Well, this is a recent video.
Right,
if you go
right.
to her page and go
It's
to like
nothing there.
you go to the first one when there's nothing, when they're delivering the
She's
containers
putting a
and
vapor
stuff.
barrier down on the floor. If you want to know,
That's
what
for
that's
to
called.
keep weather
And
heat.
she's insulating. She's using
Okay.
rigid insulation on the floor.
So that's
she's
important, I guess.
She's using a vapor barrier and rigid foam.
Wow, if there was a
insulation. Now
building-
she's using expanding foam on the joints because she's putting a plywood subfloor down, 3/4 CDX ply, good one side. And so, so pause it. So what she did is she put plastic down as a vapor barrier.
Okay.
Then she put insulation down, but she put rigid insulation down, not like the Owens Corning pink stuff.
Okay.
Then she ran, go back for a second, Nick. She ran some gaps, which looked like chases for running wire and electrical and stuff like that. And then she went and re-insulated that with expanding foam where the two foam wasn't coming together. Then she went over that with a probably 3/4 inch ply subfloor. So that is the subfloor that's the plywood that you're seeing
Right there.
on top of now.
But what do you think of this? Is she doing a good job? Like, is this like you wouldn't do it this way?
I don't know what her foundation is. I guess it's a slab. I'm guessing she's on a slab, and I'm guessing she's in a cold weather place. She must be in a cold weather place. Where's
if you
she
go to
at,
the
Nick?
beginning.
She must
She had a
be
bikini on, so
somewhere
I'm not sure.
that's cold weather
Yeah,
because
but
she's
it is summer.
insulating the slab,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
not.
yeah. She's got all parkas on and shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
in the winter time.
you
at
wouldn't
least.
put insulation down on a slab.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just put your flooring down on the
What
slab.
if there was a
It wasn't
building jeopardy? This guy.
So
was
wait,
like,
wait.
Joyce for 1,000.
You do this?
No, I mean not that specifically.
No,
I
no,
just
right,
know
right.
what everything.
Yes, I know that, yeah.
what everything is
Okay,
because
yeah.
it all just kind of applies kind of universally. Well, let me see some more of her.
What's
and let's see
the
what
what's
we
the
got.
7-month build update? That's the
She-
first one.
All right, so she starts with her subfloor. Okay, so pause it there. Okay, the thing it's sitting on is she put some caissons
Yeah,
down
see
in the
that.
ground. She did concrete, and she went down in the ground. She put some rebar cage in there, and she came up
Yeah.
out of the ground with a form, like a sonotube. It's called. She poured it, she formed it, she stripped it, and she's now setting her joist, but she's not using any wood on the floor. She's using metal joists. All right, sorry, keep going.
This is interesting. I love all these.
And
So this is a
all
beautiful
right,
area.
so that's her sonotube. So that's her pouring. She's pouring. She's raised her foundation up off the ground. So
and these are just shipping containers.
yeah. So I lied. Then she's not on a slab. She's on the bottom of the shipping container, but she insulated it because it's metal.
Got it.
And it would get really cold. And now she's putting them and welding them together, and then at some point she's going to start putting it's not really less work or easier to do it with shipping containers. It's better off just framing the place.
Is it cheaper though?
Not
Really?
really. I don't. You have to do so much work to the
Right.
shipping containers. You have to cut out whole panels and do all the stuff she's talking about. So I don't really. It's just kind of a cool thing. It's sort of like modular homes.
Yeah.
Modular homes are great, but they're not really cheaper. People think the modular stuff is cheaper. It's not really cheaper. It's maybe a little bit faster, but maybe in several years.
I just
it
can't
will.
wait
seen
till
that?
they.
Oh, go ahead.
I just can't wait till they do the 3D printing ones.
Well,
They're
I was
doing
going to
all
say that's just what I was going to ask.
Really?
Did they have a cement machine? I
Yeah.
saw a thing.
Crazy.
Where this huge.
I watched
machine
all those
and they're just
YouTubes.
pouring the.
I mean, they look
Yeah,
terrible now, but
Yeah.
when they figure that out,
Yeah.
It's
Oh, fuck
coming.
yeah.
Yeah, it's coming.
plop a home on there.
Yeah,
Well, I saw a thing about you can invest in that machine.
Yeah, the machine just runs like 24/7, and it's got like mortar or cement going around it, and puts beads out, and then they just keep stacking the beads.
That's crazy.
And,
but this is the kind of thing that is they're going to come out with a better way of doing it. This is the one you don't want to invest in. This one,
not the first one.
No. This is in a few years there's going to be another one. It was like how MySpace was, and then Facebook came along. Everyone's like MySpace is awesome, and nobody's on that shit anymore. Facebook is the one.
And also, all those shipping containers come from China, and they're all covered with SARS. So you get SARS as soon as you move in. Like, as soon as they hand you the keys, as soon as you carry your bride across the threshold, SARS for you and the family.
When you move in, there's an incubation period. You need to, you need to contain yourself.
Hello, and welcome to Pluto Phone. If you know the name of the movie you would like to see, just stream it for free on Pluto TV, where all your blockbuster favorites are landing all summer long. Catch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Fantastic.
The Matrix Trilogy.
Welcome to the real world.
Mean Girls.
Shut up.
Titanic.
I'm the king of the world.
And so much more. For showtimes, press nothing. They're free 24/7.
That is so fetch.
On Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
Have you ever heard that story that Napoleon used the Egyptian Sphinx for target practice and shot its nose off? Or maybe you've heard that a French astrologer named Nostradamus correctly predicted nearly 500 years of human history. Or maybe someone told you that the legendary blues guitarist Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil at a crossroads in Mississippi. These stories are what I like to call historical myths. Great little tales that may or may not have any basis in historical fact. On Our Fake History, we explore these historical myths and try to determine what's fact, what's fiction, and what is such a good story it simply must be told. If you dig stories about death-obsessed emperors, lost civilizations, desperate sieges, voodoo black magic, and famous historical figures you thought you knew, then Our Fake History might just be your new favorite podcast. If you dig it, then subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Speaking of SARS, what about this lettuce diarrhea thing? Like, it's like, you go to the market now and you're like, okay, what can I buy in this market that's not going to give me diarrhea?
Man, you fucked me up with blueberries the other day. I've been eating more blueberries now because I'm pissed off at you. He's saying don't eat blueberries. Now I get mad and I wash them and I've eaten blueberries every single day since you talked about it.
But there's like I follow these accounts and then somebody will be like, there's like 6 companies you shouldn't buy the blueberries from because
I buy from all those
companies. And then there's another one where there's a muffin company that had blueberry muffins, but they're showing they're not even real blueberries.
Yeah.
Then they go to a factory and they show you how they make the blueberries, and you're like, well, what can we eat?
Yeah.
Like what's healthy? It's like
everything's
so
bad.
disturbing.
So just
especially when you have a kid. I have a young kid now, so now I'm thinking about this. I wasn't thinking about it for me, as you could see, but now I'm like, okay, I gotta make.
Is diarrhea even as bad as we say it is?
No, I had it the other day.
Well, for 6 days.
I had it the other day.
If you,
I know it's like a period
here's
for
the
men.
thing about diarrhea. If you're at,
gotta put a tampon.
My monthly diarrhea.
I will tell you this though: your horny boyfriend won't still fuck you if you're gay and have diarrhea. Firsthand, hand to God, I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, well,
so diarrhea is fine.
I don't mind,
and even a novelty if you're at home.
Right.
It's just when you get away from your toilet where you become vulnerable. If you're at home,
very well put.
You can
This is the kind of shit he was saying on a JFL flight. I'm going to go, that's fucking interesting, actually. Never would have thought of that.
People were sending notes for questions. No, you know what? I totally agree, but it's like still, because
they talk about wars and stuff. You could just take out a whole army if you just gave them all diarrhea.
Diarrhea
you don't need weapons.
at home and alone is almost sort of fun. You know what I mean?
You do have that in the back of your head.
There's an audible component to it that's kind of fun.
Then there's a game, can I make it to the toilet without messing up my pants?
There's a sort of also there's a
My
sense.
kids love that game.
There's a sense of just like when you see someone finish a marathon and then just collapse. That's essentially what happens on the toilet, where you just fall over. You just go.
There's a you
hook
did
me
it.
up to an IV. Take one of those. Take one of those foil blankets and put it over me while I'm on the toilet. Hand me a Gatorade.
Yeah. There's a you.
Put a medal.
Yeah,
around
you
my
deserve
neck.
something.
I'll tell you guys. One time I was working at a summer camp, and it was like young kids up to like whatever age, and the cook was making chili, and it was in the middle. It didn't freeze.
Oh,
so literally the whole camp had diarrhea. Like everyone in the camp had diarrhea. It was just
shit camp.
Yeah, dude. It was the shittiest.
Oh
yeah.
no!
let's all tell our most disturbing diarrhea, descriptive diarrhea stories. Bachelor party strip club.
That is a monster time to have diarrhea.
Everybody had diarrhea.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we were
eating
doing
the wings. Is that what happened?
No, it wasn't. So the thing about like the food poisoning, people make the mistake with food poisoning. They go, "Oh, I ate Taco Bell and I got food poisoning." It takes like 10 to 12 hours to kick in real food poisoning. Like the couple times I got food poisoning in my life, I ate dinner at 7 and woke up at 4 a.m. with food poisoning. You don't eat it and then feel it at the restaurant. So we were shooting the Man Show, and we broke for lunch at probably about 2 o'clock. I think we would rehearse and we break for lunch and we shoot a couple shows. And we had a guy who was getting married, and our staff writer, one of the writers. And so the plan is we're going to shoot 2 episodes. We'd be done at like 6 or 7, have a few beers, get on a party bus, and we're going to take the party bus out to the Spearmint Rhino in the City of Industry, and we're going to celebrate we're having a bachelor party.
Oh, my God.
So for lunch, and I remember this like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
For lunch, I'm sitting there next to Jimmy and another producer guy, and they have chowder. They have clam chowder.
This whole thing is just a design for diarrhea.
They have clam chowder.
City of Industry.
And I take a taste out of it, and I go, man, it tastes weird.
Really?
It tasted weird. Yeah.
You didn't trust yourself, though?
Tasted spoiled. Well, this is where Jimmy comes in, Mr. Know-It-All.
It's fine.
I go, Jimmy, this tastes weird. He goes, because they use smoked oysters. I go, first off, he doesn't even know, but he's
so
just
positive.
saying it. He goes, they use smoked oysters. And I go, oh, because it tastes different. And he goes, yeah, I know, because this is
That's
clam
some shit
chowder
my
where
mom
they
would say.
smoke the
Okay.
clams. They
Yeah.
use smoked clams. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
And
that
I
sounds right.
I take another taste, and now my brain is thinking smoky flavor, and I'm like, maybe,
guess this is good.
I don't know. It's tasted weird, but I
Right,
guess if
right,
it's
right.
smoked,
Right.
So I end up having enough, and everyone has it.
Oh, it's just smoked. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
Jimmy
just
said.
smoke. Jimmy said it was smoke.
Yeah.
That's 2 in the afternoon, and now we're all getting on the bus about 7, but everyone's fine.
Right, because it hasn't hit
But
yet.
now we get to strip club at like 9 or 10.
That's when it
and
hits
then
us.
at like 11, you're getting that lap dance, and I'm seeing guys like
This
getting
is
up and walking to the
unbelievable.
bathroom, and it's kicking in at all different times for everybody. But by the time we're in that bus heading home at 2 a.m., everyone's in that bus going,
Everyone's dying.
Hurry. And by the time we got to the Man Show office, everyone just exploded out of the bus. People weren't in the building. They were just shitting and potted plants on the side. Like everyone is just holding
Can I
their
ask
gut.
you, did anyone else say out loud, hey, this tastes weird?
I don't remember. It was off, but it wasn't off enough to
Obviously,
really
you
like
kept eating
make
it, yeah.
you push
Yeah.
it ahead.
Yeah.
And Jimmy may have given the smoke speech to everyone. I can't remember.
That's the thing
but
that really fucked everyone up.
I just said it's weird, it's off, I think it's bad, and he talked me into it being good, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
Chris, diarrhea story?
I'm good for like a real hard, an inopportune. Like when when I was in Detroit, I've told this story a bunch, but like I was on the road. Eminem got in touch with my people and was like, he wants to meet you. So I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. We took a detour and we went to go meet Eminem and talk with him and all that stuff because we had that thing that went viral. And we were on the way, immediately we were in a Sprinter van. I was like, I got to shit. Can you pull over to the driver? And the driver's like, sure. And he pulled over to the he went to the off ramp, right? And you could go right or left. And to the right, it said, I'll never forget this. It said hospital, and to the left, it was just an arrow. And I go, he's going to go right, because like I could just use the toilet in the hospital. Yeah. He went left, and I go, you got to pull over right now. And I shit in somebody's front yard.
Wow.
I on the way to meet Eminem. And then then I wiped, and I went to go meet Eminem. He has no fucking idea that I shit on the way to them.
Well, this is an interesting full circle diarrhea Eminem Taco Bell story because Eminem was a huge Crank Yankers fan and wanted to do Crank Yankers. And we said, we'll come out to 8 Mile, we'll come out to your studio, and you can make phone calls from your studio. So we kind of packed it up.
Wow.
And we went to Eminem's place, and he said, I'm buying everyone lunch, and he bought Taco Bell. Oh. And that was the year he made like $52 million.
That's hilarious.
That year.
That's hilarious.
$14 worth of Taco Bell. But I remember having Taco Bell with Eminem.
Wow.
So now that's
very it's an American thing to have Taco Bell, the Mexican food, which is American, with Eminem.
Yeah, but
I
it's
applied,
kind of like, isn't it crazy that you have a company like Taco Bell and then everyone associates that
with shitting yourself. Yeah, and it's still
like it's part of their they almost should just do a commercial for it. You know what I mean? You want to get cleaned out?
Yeah.
Get you a chimichanga, you know,
or anything. Even drink just the water,
dude. A Diet Coke.
Yeah.
You won't make it home.
Just honestly, come in. It'll be a terrible experience, dude.
Ask for directions. You'll still shit yourself,
dude. I remember the last time I went to Taco Bell, and I was 19. And this was however many years ago, 20-something years ago, and I was in Union Square in New York, and I ate it, and I walked out, and I looked up at the Taco Bell, and I go, man, you know what? That really wasn't that good, and it's got to be really bad for me. I go, this is the last time I'm ever going to eat Taco Bell. And it really was. I made that decision as a 19-year-old.
I did that with pussy at 21.
You don't have that anymore.
He doesn't eat it anymore.
Yeah. No, I know that's what it means. Yeah.
They would say make a run for the border, which does sound like you've got bad diarrhea.
Yeah, you know what? ...
They might as well just have like water from Tijuana. You know what I mean? Like unboiled water.
Yeah.
My thing is, what happens to me is I see these videos. So now I'm seeing these like Instagram things where a guy is like, "Hey, this isn't meat. Like, here's the 10 places that it's like it's not real meat
but
anymore."
You just take that as law. Like this guy, who's this jackass?
I don't know.
Going to fucking Red Robin and the Red Lobster in the same day, by the way.
But here's the thing I tell people all the time. They get disappointed because they go for highfalutin stuff at low-falutin places. You know what I mean? You go to Taco Bell, people get the brisket and lobster taqueria, and they end up going, this sucks. It was like, it was $4. It's not going to be good brisket. There's no lot. You just get a bean burrito, extra cheese,
100% agree.
Onions and tomato. You go home, you put the hot sauce on it, you're satisfied. You don't go for the good stuff. It's like people, they go to the backstage of the Comedy Store and they order a steak, and then they go, this is the worst steak. I know, just get the chicken nuggets and
nachos,
the fries.
You stupid asshole.
Just get something easy. They go into the Subway and they get the lobster bisque sandwich, and it's like, it's $4 and it claims to have lobster. It's not, you're not going to make it. Get the super basic stuff they can't screw up.
Couldn't fucking agree more. Couldn't agree more. And Eric's the sucker that's like, ooh, they got that new thing. I'll go get it.
No, never. What are you talking about?
You are. You're the guy who would see a fucking video. I never go to those
places now.
Okay, now. All right.
Yeah. I haven't gone to I can't do fast food anymore. Every time I see it's not just one video. I'll see 3 or 4 videos where they're talking about, well, this isn't real meat. These are the 10 places that aren't serving real meat. And I'm like, well, how can they do that?
You should already know that, though.
How do you, but no, you don't want to. Dude, you want to think that the FDA is a real place that's not allowing this kind of thing to happen.
That's not happening.
It's like, it sucks.
You want to think that.
You want to think that.
You want to think Epstein didn't kill himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something.
You know
ain't,
what happened.
ain't that something that, like, that's gone now? Nobody's talking about the lists anymore?
Yeah.
Nothing? What happened? Now it's aliens, and then but the aliens are like, how come no one even cares?
Or you want
There's a lot of smart people talking about aliens right now.
Yeah.
Smart people, and you go, wait, we're just gonna gloss over that there's aliens?
No, they.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a thought about that.
Let's hear it.
My thought is that we're too narcissistic to care about aliens anymore because there was a time when we all stared into the heavens, and now we're all like staring at our phones. And if you think about aliens, they made movies about them, and it was all the speculation and all the TV shows, and we talked about UFOs nonstop. And then at some point, somebody went, hey, there's pretty credible evidence that they exist. And we went, yeah, I know, we're onto this thing that has to do with me.
Yeah,
what does an alien have?
yeah.
Why? Did the alien say something about me?
Right.
No? Well, I'm done
Put
with
that video
that
back up.
alien.
Yeah, but what if you're an alien? Let's say the aliens have been here for 30 plus years. They obviously know all the languages.
Yeah.
They know the culture. Do you think they're sitting at home going like, what the hell is this? I bet you they have a podcast.
The
I
fake...
bet you there's an alien podcast. But they're speaking and they're like, it's crazy. Why would an alien do this? You know
The
what I mean?
fakest part about all our movies that depict aliens, there's never a fat alien.
Oh man.
There would have to be a fat alien. They have all the humanoid shapes, the face, the nose, the arms, the legs. Not one lard ass. Ever.
Okay,
that's
They're
true. There's
all
no fat aliens.
Stridated. They're all perfect.
And you never see trans aliens either.
I know,
which
but
is
my
bullshit.
pushback on that is if you're an alien, you're a part of the alien space force. The fatties,
you don't make the trip.
They're not allowing you to go.
What
Like,
about body positivity, man? What about the fucking Lizzo's aliens?
So Eric's saying they're fat, but the fat ones are all back home.
Yes.
Where? Not on the.
They're
Okay.
back on their
They're not the ones who are
planet.
making a trip.
Yeah, they're
I
not.
get
They
it.
didn't make the cut.
You don't put Lizzo in a spacesuit out to
Right.
fucking
Lizzo's not coming on the trip to the you know what I
You're
mean?
saying it'd be like the aliens studying F1 drivers and assuming that all people who live on Earth are skinny. And you'd go, no, just the ones driving the F1 cars are the skinny ones. We got some big boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you the aliens are fat now because they've been here 30, 40 years.
Right.
So now they're like, oh, this is how you live.
But if this is real, if this is like, not AI footage, that's crazy. But this is the thing you look at. You look at this now and you go, well, this could be AI. But if that's a real thing, you go, oh, yeah, that's a fucking alien ship.
Are you guys, I feel sort of like, I used to be pretty protective, like I don't want the aliens taking over, but now I'm kind of like, we could use a reset. Yeah. Like maybe we need some overlord to show up and point us in the right direction or just enslave us, like anything.
It's 50-50 really how it could go. It's just,
yes.
You go, all right,
Well, I mean, if they have...
Well, also, but at the end of the day, what can you do anyway? If they got fucking ray guns and they can, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, at this point now, you go... like our interpretation of what an alien would do is what we would do.
Right.
So when you see like Avatar, of course, the white man goes and he's trying to take the resources and kill the indigenous people. That's how we think everyone is.
I took something different away from Avatar, but okay.
No, but that's...
I'm kidding.
But that's the main, so we think, so here's some advanced... It's civilization, and they're flying in our place. They're probably looking at us like, what are these people doing?
These idiots.
Well, these idiots. Why is there smog? And why is there, what are they doing?
I don't, did you see Disclosure Day? Did you guys see that?
Oh, I didn't see it.
One of the most
It was
boring.
bad.
I heard it was bad, so I didn't see it.
It was bad, yeah.
You know what? I don't think it was bad. I just think it missed the mark.
It was.
I thought she was a great.
She was fantastic.
Great.
She's unbelievable. She's my nominated.
I just feel like the story was just like, what is this story? What is this?
I don't know. I can't.
But you know what? It was so blah, and that's how I think we are acting right now. Like what if like right now it could be happening right now on CNN. This just in, aliens have made contact. What would we really do?
Go get selfies with it.
We'd be like, oh, we got to go record it too. Let me I'll check this out later. Right. Like, do we really care?
Well, half of the people would think it was a psyop. You know what I mean, right? And then
he winked again.
Yeah, Nick would be like, it's a psyop. He already said, I already know it's gonna happen. It's a psyop. But like, and then the other half of the people would just forget about it, and they'd be like, well, what are we? Because the truth is, what are you gonna do anyway? If they're gonna come here, they're gonna manhandle us.
I just think we are so into us and our phones that if it didn't have anything to do with you directly, most people wouldn't give a crap.
Right.
Which is kind of where we're at.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
if-
but do you want to believe that like they've been here a long time, and then like Biden's a clone? And,
yeah, I want that all to
and
be
Elon
true.
Musk is like a
you
lizard
go.
person, and
But,
like, what if we found that out?
Well, then you'd go, all right, I get why it's so crazy right now.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they should
And even
have
that's self-centered.
justification.
Why?
like Elon Musk goes like this, and he's a lizard person, and we would just go like this.
I got this. I just got.
I knew
I just
it.
got this. I just got this image of him doing that, and then hearing somebody in the background say, "I knew it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I knew it. Told you. Then everybody's going. Well, I guess the only thing that would be different if like Elon Musk takes the mask off, and then he says, "My people are 10 days out."
Yeah.
and we're
Yeah.
you got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was. Do you remember this show? It was like a not
Oh,
HBO.
and
Go ahead.
every liberal on the West Side could get a bumper sticker for their Tesla that says, "I got this before Elon was an alien."
Yeah.
They have to put it.
I
above
remember.
the
I remember there was
coexist one.
this show. It was kind of like Twilight Zone, but one of the episodes was aliens come and they say to the world, "If we need to take all your black people away."
This is a Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it was like a Twilight. It wasn't Twilight Zone, but it was like I'll never
Jordan Peele
forget
made
this.
it, or
It was
what?
like, and it was like, you guys decide if we take all the black people, we'll clean all the air. We'll give you unlimited resources of whatever.
Right.
And of course, in the end, they gave all the black people away.
Really?
All the black people went in ships. I remember. God, I wish I remember what that was, but it was like a
Is
Twilight
this
Zone
year?
type
You gotta
show.
look this
What
up.
year?
It was like in the 90s. I forgot what the name of the show.
So they were
was.
going to take black people and give us stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So of course.
Whoa.
And it was funny because they had like a in the show they were doing like a television show where all the black people would be like, look, we have to keep them. It was like Michael Jackson. It was like
Wow.
Was it Space Raiders?
I don't know. I forgot what the thing was, man. I forgot the name of it, but it was like little vignettes, like little short. Like every episode was something like that, kind of like Black Mirror.
Right,
It was
right.
like a Black Mirror type
Looks like
thing.
it's maybe this.
There was a show called Dark Shadows a million years ago, but I
Yeah.
don't think that would have been like the 60s and the 70s.
No, this
or
one was like
something
more
that.
like 90s. And so, but my point is like that's the only thing that would give people like, whoa, what's going on? Like if the aliens came and were like, all right, we're tired of, we're tired of this.
Right.
We've been watching.
Right.
So make up your mind.
What race do we get?
Right. Whatever.
Pick one.
How many genders are there? All that kind of stuff. What if
Yeah.
they did? That's the only thing that would give us like, whoa. I don't think there's anything that would what could unite the planet, Adam? What could unite the planet?
Well, the World Cup, got people sort of in the same
Nothing.
stadium. Nothing. Possibly look in all the movies I see. It's going to take a meteor, and it's going to take a meteor in impending doom, and it's going to be hurling toward the planet, and we got to put a time stamp on it.
Right.
Like we have to put it. It can't be somewhere between 20 years and 100 years. Like we need.
Yeah. Like in like 3 years.
It's 3
And
years.
it's going to happen.
This thing is coming
March.
toward us.
Yeah.
And there'll be nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
And it's going to hit the ocean. It's going to create a tsunami and a wall of water, blah, blah,
We all
blah.
have to
And
come
nobody's
together.
going to make it. And we have to have that documented.
Uh-huh.
And then every time someone went, excuse me, you're not using my pronouns. Someone would go, are
Yeah,
you
yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah,
high?
yeah, yeah.
Are you high?
Yeah.
There's a meteor. I can see it up there.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but
right.
But wait, but also, you're not gonna, you're not taking into account once we figure out that problem of the meteor, right after, then, because all those movies end after that. After that, you get to all fucked up again.
Well,
How long until the meteor hits to where they block it or whatever the hell happens? So somebody goes like, all right, so what are my pronouns?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
it wouldn't take. It wouldn't
I know we
take
almost
long.
died.
Well, when the meteor hits, then we're all going to the nuclear winter, and it's all gone for civilization.
right.
So what we need to do is then we get the international delegation together. And we're like, look, we need all the leading scientists from all the countries and all the space programs and all the rocketeering programs. Mexico, we're cool. But let's get all the leading scientists and we'll get this. Well, you guys can cater. How about that? These people are going to need to eat. So we'll get them all together, get the think tank together. Then we get Bruce Willis and his ragtag group of drillers to go up there.
Well, who's going to build the ship and the stuff? You know what I mean? That's what you get.
Oh, it's going to be great. All the liberals are going to be like, hey, Elon, I know when we were calling you Hitler, that was kind of a funny joke, right? Let's get you building that rocket ship, should we, buddy? I know I burned a Tesla dealership, but I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, change of heart. We need a rocket.
You know, as we're talking about
That's
this
like when
right
Mike Tyson got out of prison. They're like, we were just joking.
I don't...
We were all that shit we said on late night TV. It's all good.
I do have a theory, though. The richest dudes on the planet, and that's Elon, and that's Bezos, and
the Indian guy.
They're all the super rich guys are trying to get off the planet. Like they're going to space, and then Zuckerberg's building himself. He's going down. Yeah. The rich guys are either burrowing into the earth
they're
and
not
building
this
bomb-proof bunkers, or they're trying to inhabit another planet. So what?
What's going on?
The richest guys on the planet always have information that we don't have.
Yeah.
And they know something.
Right.
So why is Zuckerberg building a 7,000 or 20,000 square foot self-sustaining bunker underneath this Maui retreat?
Yeah.
So what's he know?
Basically, this level is for poor people, is what they're saying.
That's right. The middle.
This is for the poors.
Yeah. The bread.
If you could drive around in it.
The bread is for either the top or the bottom of the sandwich. We're the meat.
Yeah.
We're in the middle.
What's up with this fly? We've never had a fly in here before.
Yeah, and the fly was on his hat for a good, 45 seconds.
Hurt my neck, man. Fat ass fly.
Yeah. No, but now you got these the new rich people now are these AI people.
Yeah.
These autistic nerds.
That dude who definitely killed someone. What's his name? Sam
Altman.
Who definitely killed someone.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing on Tucker Carlson?
The meek inherited the
earth.
You
did, right? Yeah. Oh, bro. Did you see the thing with Tucker Carlson and Sam Altman, and Tucker Carlson is like, well, the guy died in your company, and this is the best. This is so funny. I mean, crazy, but
people stuff and not paying them, and then he wound up murdered. What was that?
Also a great tragedy. He committed suicide.
Do you think he committed suicide?
I really do.
Have you looked?
This was like a friend of mine. This is like a guy that, and not a close friend, but this is someone that worked at OpenAI for a very long time. I was really shaken by this tragedy. I spent a lot of time trying to, read everything I could, as I'm sure you and others did too, about what happened. It looks like a suicide to me.
Why does it look like a suicide?
I mean, it's just.
It was a gun he had purchased. It was this is like gruesome to talk about, but I read the whole medical record. Does it not look like one to you?
No, he was definitely murdered, I think. Struggle, of course, the surveillance camera, the wires had been cut. He had just ordered takeout food, come back from a vacation with his friends on Catalina Island. No indication at all that he was suicidal, no note, and no behavior. He had just spoken to a family member on the phone, and then he's found dead with blood in multiple rooms. So that's impossible. Seems really obvious.
Well, you killed him.
Yeah.
And his mother claims he was murdered on your orders.
Do you believe that?
I'm asking.
I mean, you just said it. So do you believe that? I haven't done too many interviews where I've been accused of like.
I'm not accusing you at all.
Not at all,
dude.
Yeah. This is
insane.
Wait, hold up. This is crazy on both sides here.
Yeah.
Because on one side the guy's saying, well, the people believe that you ordered the murder, and he's like, do you believe that? He's like, well, I'm not saying. No, I'd say triple down.
Yeah.
He should be like,
it certainly seems like
it feels like
yeah.
But at the same time, though, it's like either you know what that guy feels like. The other guy, he feels like Kaiser Sose.
Yeah,
like he's limping on purpose.
Yeah.
Like this autistic thing he's doing.
I know.
Like it would be great if right in the middle he was like, yeah. He goes like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah. He just goes, I had him killed. Yeah.
It's just like, no. But at the same time, why would he admit? Like, what's he going to say right here?
No, of course not.
Moms never admit that their son committed suicide. It means they were a shit mom. It's all on you, baby. If you were halfway decent, he'd still be alive. So they always reject that. The most compelling point is the takeout food. There's no possible way I would order Indian food to my house and then decide to snuff myself before the Grubhub guy showed up. No way. I'm eating that tandoori chicken. Then I squeeze
That's your final meal.
That's my final meal.
Yeah. That's absolutely compelling. You're right. There's no way because when food is coming, you're never more excited in your life. Than when
there's
food
no
is coming.
depression.
And Nick for sure knows this.
There's zero depression if you know because you carefully ordered all that stuff.
So what we're saying is he ordered the food, the Chinese food, whatever it was. Then from that excitement, something happened where he got depressed enough to where he shot himself in the head in 30 minutes or less.
I'll give you a scenario.
Okay.
Because we've all had this.
Okay.
You order, let's say, some Indian food, and you go, and you get your tandoori chicken, and you go, give me extra chutney sauce. Make sure you're throwing some extra chutney. And then you open the bag, and it's like, no chutney. And it's like, give me the pistol.
And you were cleaning your gun already.
Yeah.
And so it was right.
No,
it was
but
right
how about
there.
this? Even better is when they go, you order the food.
Yeah.
It's like 25, 30 minutes go by. And then they hit you with we had to cancel your order.
Oh, yeah.
Or your driver is late.
Yeah.
Then maybe. But this is very, that's, I don't know what to even say. But that guy is now worth,
I know.
$175 billion.
Hold on,
and you're like, what's happening?
So let's take this a bigger picture. Do we live in a world where a guy who's got more money than God or whatever can have this happen and get away with it? We do.
I guess. Well, also, if you're worth $175 billion, why do you sit down with Tucker Carlson to discuss anything at any time?
Man, I've been saying this. Why are they doing this?
Yeah.
Why are they on any podcast?
I'd be nowhere.
No, there's no way. I never understand that. Obviously, it's
Here's another question. Here's another question. Why, if you have that much money, you have this much wealth and power, and you've done it, right? Is there anything more you need to do to make it?
Fame, it's all ego.
I know, but at that point, what was this guy gonna do? Whatever this guy was gonna, they say he killed.
Right.
What was that guy gonna disrupt?
That's true.
What was he gonna disrupt when you already have $175 billion?
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
What was he gonna disrupt?
Nothing.
So that's the point where you go like, well, why would he do that?
Yeah. Or at least blackmail him.
Or that guy is just a monster.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's the thing, though. Once you get to be a certain level, you go, I could have people killed, and it's all
that's
good.
one of my favorite scene in Batman, though, is like the guy's coming. He wants to blackmail. He goes, I know Bruce Wayne's Batman.
Yeah.
And then the other guy goes, so let me get this straight. A guy that dresses up like a vigilante and beats people up on his free time, you want to blackmail that guy.
Right.
And he says, go ahead.
Right.
So I feel like in this case, you have this autistic mastermind right here. You're gonna what is that guy gonna do?
Yeah.
You just call the guy in your office and you go, what are we doing?
Right.
Is he that? He must be just egomaniacal just to not be like,
crazy
can I just pay you $1 billion and you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't that be the thing? I just don't understand.
It'd be a good business. That would be a good business for Tucker and possibly us. You get interviews with super rich people. And before the interview, you do it at night.
Yeah.
You do it in kind of intimate setting,
right.
And you high back sort of chairs, make it easy. And then at some point when they come in and go, what's your drink? What do you like? Like Bill Maher. And they go, I like a little bourbon. Okay. You over pour a little bit, and you put apple juice in your glass, and you just sit down and you kind of point, let me freshen that up for you. And then at some point you start talking about strippers or hookers or killing or prostitute, whatever it is, and they start, and then it's like you start getting into like, look, I got Jewish friends, but I do understand what people.
You play the right.
You do an hour and a half, right? And then when it's all over, you go, listen, you're pretty buzzed, right? And they go, yeah. And they go, you said a bunch of fucking shit that's insane.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Just $2 million. I'll
wow.
break this fucking.
Yeah.
I'll take.
How many
you can
episodes
watch
you-
me drop this fucking thing in the toilet and flush. It's $2 million. That's fucking nothing. I'm not saying it's going to turn into anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not.
I know it won't if
You
it doesn't show.
You said
Yeah.
shit about your ex-wife.
Yeah.
You said shit about the trans community.
Yeah.
You said shit about
This
the
is a
Jews.
great-
You said some legal shit about some old partner. You called him a douche. I don't know if he's litigious. It's $2 million. It's fucking nothing, and this never happened.
Yeah.
That's my podcast. See, this never happened.
So
No
and by the
episodes
way,
there.
and by the way, there's no episodes that ever come
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah,
People
yeah.
are like, what happened with that new Adam
Wednesday,
Carolla
The
podcast?
schedule is we don't air every Wednesday at noon. It's like, why is Carolla driving around a Rolls Royce if he has a podcast that never
podcast
airs?
never came out.
It
And
never came out.
you wouldn't even, and you can even do like this. Hey, Sam Altman, you don't even need to give me the money. Just let me put $10 billion in a Bank of America savings account for a year.
Yeah.
I'll keep the interest and I'll give this back to you.
Yeah.
what are we,
I think that it just goes to show you that people just don't
Look,
give a fuck. I mean, he obviously.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, Jeffrey Epstein, I get. You have a group of people who make a lot of money. They're on a list. They sitting around a table and somebody goes, we got to get rid of it. It's like that scene in Casino where they're like, he's solid. The other guy's like, yeah, he's good. The one guy's, are we sure?
Right.
That's what that thing was.
Right.
That's what that was. And they were like, just get rid of him.
Yeah.
Should we make it an accident? I don't care
It
if you
doesn't
burn
matter.
the place down.
Yeah.
I don't care if a hit team comes in here and kills them. Get rid of that guy.
Nuclear bomb the city.
Get rid of that guy.
Yeah.
So I think if it's something like that, I get. But this guy they're talking about,
I know. No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody knew about the guy until he got committed suicide. Whatever.
what did he know?
Right.
Or the guy, or anytime it's like a guy that he invents we can make electricity from water.
Or the cure to cancer.
Oh wait, I have a cure to cancer.
Yeah.
When that guy disappears,
then
you just start to go, okay, well, what happened?
Right.
Because there's too many of those stories.
Yeah. What about all those rocket scientists who disappeared 4 months ago?
Right.
What about the black guy that makes gas out of plastic?
They silenced that guy.
I'm shocked he's still alive.
I make gas out of lettuce.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Carolla, everybody. Let's see his website. Where are you going to be?
Oh, man. I'm going to be at a porta potty near you. I don't know. When's this air? Oh, wait. How much do I got to pay you guys not to air this?
Not much. We'll do it for $50.
Yeah, can we check the Forbes?
Yeah.
We got to see what Forbes says your net worth is.
You love working.
I don't love.
what's up?
I don't love working. I don't dread it like.
You're the white Sam Jackson.
I was a carpet cleaner. I worked at McDonald's.
That's hilarious. Nick's got the art for your.
Yeah, this never happened.
The Diarrhea Chronicles. This is great.
I work construction, and so standing around talking doesn't count for me.
Because I guess we talk about. Do you ever see yourself like my dad never wanted to retire? You know what I mean? Is that a thing that you would ever want to do?
No, I don't really know from what.
Right.
I get to travel around. I get to tell
it's awesome.
jokes.
I agree with you.
Write books, make docs. It's like I talk to people, laugh.
I agree with you. Yeah, like people are like, "Would you retire?" I'm like, I don't know.
But when I see where you're going to be, sometimes. It tells me,
right.
It tells me that you love doing this,
right?
Because you'll be at like
Freehold,
he's
Albuquerque. There's
I'll
one.
be at a Starbucks in,
yeah.
He's like he's gonna do 2 nights at a Starbucks in
I like
Bridgetown. You're like, what are you doing?
I see. Also, I grew up in North Hollywood, like right around the corner from here. I never went anywhere. I never did anything.
Yeah.
My family never went. Never did anything. I get to go to all these cities, see all these.
It is cool,
go to all these different places. Like you get paid to go to places that you would never go.
Right.
Never go.
Never.
And spend the whole day walking around
it's cool.
looking at all the local whatever.
I do kind of like that.
I'm always surprised when I'll go to some place and be like, there's no world where I would want to come here. And then you go and you're like, wow, this is interesting. Like the United States is an actually very beautiful country.
Yes.
And there's a lot of great stuff all over the place that, we're so busy being like, well, I got to go to Greece. I got to go to China. I got to go here. When you could just go to Idaho and find a really nice something or other,
totally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just in around, I don't know, Lake Arrowhead, Nevada, and over there, and it's like, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's stuff all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's spectacular. And then there's places you would just never go.
Yeah.
There's places in Wisconsin you
Right,
just
Sure.
never go to
Yeah.
that place in Wisconsin, and you get paid, and everyone's nice, and like I don't know,
Super
It's
appreciative
kind of,
that you're there.
and also like, why not just go? Hey, this is what I do, and I like it, versus like fighting it. Like I will tell you, when I was a carpenter, I didn't want to. I was always like, I don't want to be a carpenter. I want to do comedy. I want to do comedy. I want to do. But the day I just said to myself, I go, you are a carpenter. That's what you do. Now start acting like it and get your shit together and get your tools organized, get yourself organized, be professional. I was immediately happier.
Wow.
As a carpenter, even though instead I was a carpenter 8 hours a day going, I want to get out of here.
Right.
And it made it miserable.
Interesting. So you remember you had that shift?
I remember having a shift that basically said, you don't want to do this for the rest of your life, but it looks like you're going to be doing this for a while. And why are you fighting it if this is what you're doing every single day?
Yeah.
Why don't you get organized?
Good way to live.
Why don't you get your bags right and your tools right and your shit right and stop being sloppy and start getting focused and focus on your work? And I immediately was like more satisfied, and it made the job much easier.
I think that's how Americans should feel about the United States. Like, this is our place. Let's enjoy it. I think that's what was great about the World Cup. All these people coming from other countries were like, man, this is great.
Yeah.
Well, when you get AC,
you
can drink at the game.
Yes. When you think of America, you think of it's a place with all the cities. You know what I mean? But it's like, there's beautiful fucking spots.
Yeah, man. Montana's a great state that people wouldn't even think.
I know, yeah.
I mean, there's so many beautiful places in Montana.
That's one of the 2 states I've never been to, Montana.
You've never been to Montana?
Montana,
I'm surprised.
That
You hear
Alaska.
that, Montana? Get Christopher in Montana.
Alaska's breathtaking.
Yeah, I want to go there for sure.
Yeah, but just not when it's 40 below. I'm just
Right,
like, what am I
right.
doing here? I've gone
Is
there.
it
I was
always
like,
cold?
Not always, but
No.
it feels like it is.
I alienated everybody at the comedy club in Alaska because I went to go salmon fishing for like 4 or 5 days, and then I went back to like Anchorage and played this honky-tonky kind of Alaskan comedy club. I always had this joke. I didn't do this joke. This is an alien, but I always told people, if you ever going into a place in Alaska and it's too crowded and you can't get room at the bar or whatever, you just walk in and you yell federal marshal and watch everyone dive out the window because everyone in that fucking
You didn't
place
do
is
that joke
hiding.
there?
No, I didn't, but I did. I told them, I go, listen, it's not even a joke. I go, listen, I've been salmon fishing for like 4 or 5 days, eating the salmon right out of the river. And I got to tell you, honestly, the shit at Trader Joe's is exactly the same. And everyone went like, they went out of their mind. They're like, fuck you, fuck you. And I was like, I'm serious. I'm telling you, the Trader Joe's, if you blindfolded me, the shit I got from Trader Joe's tastes exactly the same. Maybe it's a kudos to Trader Joe's. Maybe that's nothing to do. But I mean,
you guys ever tried Trader Joe's? I've tried
you
both.
You can't tell the difference between the shit you pull out of the river and the Trader Joe's shit. And the whole audience turned on me.
That's good.
Was it you were in Anchorage?
Yeah.
Was it like a place where you had to go upstairs to a bar area?
And there was like a big bar downstairs, and there was an upstairs like green roomy thing, like Uncle Joe's. Or
I played that. That cool dude. That
it's like
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Honky tonky. Like it wasn't strip mall kind of like tons
of those
of history. Yeah.
They can be awesome,
I love those places when it's just like, that's when it's just about the comedy, you know, you're in some small place, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
You're just out there doing your
That's
thing.
it. Oh,
yeah, what's it called?
Chilcott Charlie's?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just the bar, if the bar could talk kind of thing, you know. It's just, it was fun.
Damn. Yeah, I want to go. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. You know,
you don't want to go.
Well, I want to be with my kids as much as I can. But yeah, it's just like,
I know that's a
now
difficult
that they're 6
thing.
and 3.
Yeah.
That's old enough for an Alaskan bar. You gotta grow up sometime, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go because I don't want to leave. I want to be with them, not that I want to bring them to the Alaskan bar.
Yeah, these guys like 2 milks.
Well, let them wait in the car, man.
Yeah.
2 milks and a Shirley Temple, please.
Oh man.
I don't know. So what a weird thing. Were you into the World Cup? Did you?
I had a little bit of a revelation, which is I didn't never like soccer and I never really followed soccer, but somebody told me, you know, they go, you know, the thing that's wrong with soccer is they need to up the scoring. They need more scoring, and I was like, Nah, I think it's better with this weird way where there's so little scoring. It's like so much foreplay. And when there's an orgasm, it's an eruption. You know?
Right.
I don't think soccer would be good if all the games were 7-14 or 7
Well,
to
not
10
even that.
or something.
Take basketball. I always thought it's too high of a score. Basketball, it's too many baskets, dude. You got to at least.
I can't even with
No,
you.
you can't. You're gonna cheer. You're gonna cheer every time the motherfucker makes a thing. That's crazy to me. That's why I didn't like basketball.
I'll tell you what I don't like about basketball: the inconsistency of the guy makes the free throw, and everybody has to lean over and be like, "Hey man." By the way, LeBron James been in the fucking league for 22 years. He makes a free throw in the middle of the season. Do you have to like lean over?
Good job, they're saying.
But
That's
then when
how you win ball games.
But when he misses the free throw, they do the exact same motion. So you gotta, you gotta pick a lane.
Hey, good point. That's why you would do that.
Yeah, but if I made a shit point, you wouldn't do the exact same pass.
It might be like
you're nurturing. Yeah, I'm saying you don't do the. You don't get the same response. Oh, I'll tell you the thing in sports that pisses me off the most, that they don't do as much. But about 3 years ago, when the wide receivers in the NFL would score a touchdown, they do the motorcycle thing, you know? And as a guy who used to ride a motorcycle, I can tell you there's not a throttle on both sides. It's the right side.
This is so
left
my wheelhouse.
Side, left is the clutch.
I enjoy
if you
that.
want to do the clutch and the throttle, do it. You can't.
You're not clutching.
You would be, if you manufactured a motorcycle with 2 throttles, you would be sued out of existence.
Yeah.
And someone's got to get hold of those young men and explain to them that this is not an accurate depiction.
I would just love to see, like, it's like they do a combine and they have like 400 NFL players and they go, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Carolla, and then you come out and you go, okay, guys, when you're doing your I need this to be factually correct when you guys are doing your
I'm not here.
The big linemen, obviously, it doesn't matter. We know you've never been on a motorcycle.
I'm not here to tell you about how to handle your finances.
That's him shaking out a towel at the beach. But dude, I'll tell you, maybe that's what they're doing.
They're about to lay down.
I will say that this is what I don't like about soccer, and everyone always gives me shit about this, but soccer is soccer until it's a tie, and then they do a shootout.
Yeah.
So basically, they're just changing the whole fucking game after working so hard to get to the point that they're at, where they go, all right, fuck it, let's just do a shootout. You're admitting you don't like soccer.
Yeah.
Do more soccer.
But we've given them 2 hours to do soccer, and we can't get any results.
It's just going forever. We got to just stop this.
But then you got to change the game. Then you got to stop the game. Okay, it's 1-1. Who fucked up? You lose. You got the knee injury. You're out. The fucking Spain wins.
Here's something in defense of soccer. What I like about the world soccer is no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going on in your country, you could have a dictator and you're like doing terrible stuff in your country.
Yeah.
But your soccer team is still going to be in the pitch for World Cup.
That's great.
You know, it's like Iran versus Germany.
They still got to go back to that. They still got to go back to that country, though.
Right. I know, but it's like it's weird how we
worry about getting beheaded.
We let a lot of stuff go. But it seems
Yeah.
to bring everyone together. I think that's kind of an interesting thing.
Sure.
I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't mind the flopping, but I don't like the flop with the writhing. They roll around on the ground holding their knee, and they writhe and they writhe and they writhe. And then 25 seconds later, they're on their feet sprinting down the field. That guy should be thrown out.
WWE,
because
I agree.
You flopped, you writhed in pain, and then you popped up your feet. If you ever seen an instance outside of soccer where a guy was writhing and running, like a guy ate shit, fell off a ladder, like he was cleaning his gutters, hit the pavement hard, and he was laying on the ground holding his hips, screaming, and at some point he went, "Oh, UPS guy's here," and he just sprinted down the driveway. No, when you're writhing for you're walking with a limp for the next 3 weeks.
My wife fell off a ladder, and for a week she couldn't do shit.
Running after writhing.
No running.
But I'll tell you why they do that. It's because they don't stop the clock. I mean, that's the nature of the game. So the clock continues to go, and the only time they even stop anything, if you really watch the game, they're really rough with each other. So the refs aren't calling anything. So the nature of that means that the only way I'm going to get a call or get anything is I have to now demonstratively.
Fine.
That's the reason.
Just don't change the game after you tie.
I'm
it's
with
fucking
you.
horse shit. All right, we give up. Just do goals.
Well, man,
it's exciting.
Flip a coin.
But just start with the shootout.
Oh, these guys are terrible. Don't forget ErikGriffin.com.
I'll be in Miami and Louisville.
But hey, but before we continue,
Tulsa.
hey, thanks for
we
being
love
here.
Adam, man.
Hey, this is great.
We do.
You were a joy, and we appreciate you coming out. And make sure you go check
see
out
him.
Adam.
This
Go
comes out
to
tomorrow.
AdamCarolla.com.
So
To
you can
see
see him at
his
Huntington
tour
Beach
dates
here,
and where he's going to
Torrance.
be. And
Then
you know
he
what?
goes-
If you think he might not be coming to your
No,
city,
he's coming.
you got to
Go
go
check
to
the
his
site.
website.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
might
yeah,
be
yeah.
coming to your city. So
Yeah.
check that out. That's good. So thanks for being here. Make sure you go to chrisdelia.com for tour dates. And I got a bunch of new stuff, too, on my website. So come to ericgriffin.com as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, man. Thank you.